Hey everyone, this is Anthony Scott of ToyHypeUSA.com. I hope everyone is safe and healthy out there. What I'm going to do today is do a video demonstration of the myFirst 3dPen by Oaxis. What you do with this is that you draw on paper and you just peel it right off and you put the pieces together and it comes off like 3D, just like this butterfly is shown on the box. The pen itself is shaped like a dolphin. You see the dolphin fin there, the tail, the face. I'm going to flip it around. It comes with all of these filament, different colors. Here's the purple one, just to give you a look. And I'm just going to go over the features. Pause the video if you want to take a closer look at that. There's a look at that. And now I'm going to show you guys the instruction booklet. So it comes in blue and red, although it kind of looks pink, but I think it's red. And the instruction booklet starts with an FAQ, warning, it's in multiple languages. And when you're ready to start, these are some of the objects you can make. You can draw a square on paper. You could do the lines up and make a 3D box as shown. It will just peel right off the paper. You can make sunglasses. Hang on guys, we're going to show you what you can do for it with action figures. Stay with us. The base and the sides of a box. You can decorate a box. You could do a 3D bicycle. Some of this is pretty complicated. I haven't tried any of this just yet. And I'll show you what I did. So this is a pretty neat little thing. And we've done some previous coverage with 3D printers and what you can do from previous coverage at New York Toy Fair over the years. And you can draw this out or trace these and create animals, objects, anything your heart desires, really. A train, a frog or a lizard. Oh, you can make a dinosaur. See how you would do it in pieces? You would then connect these legs to the dinosaur. That's how you would do that. I guess the same tactic would be used for other animals. That looks like a house. Draw out these individual parts. Okay, so that's what this is. So when you get all those pieces, you would draw this house. And that's what it would look like when it's all completed. A 3D house. So what I'm going to do is show you the purpose of this video. These are drawings of action figure accessories from using the ImagineX line. So what I did was I went on to the Toy Hype toy shelf. I pulled out some good Fisher-Price ImagineX figures, and I said this would be a good accessory to trace. This is with Sinestro right there, and this is his sword construct. So what you can do is you can draw and it'll come out in a very similar shape to what you see here. I already did Harley Quinn's hammer, and that's how it came out so far. And I also did the circles for it. As you can see, let's take a look. This is the Harley Quinn figure I'm referring to. This is her hammer. So as you can see, the circles on the hammer. And to attach it, you would just attach it to the sides there. It's a little complicated, and there's definitely takes some practice. That's what I did there. Some of these other accessories. This is Batman's sword. I know this Batman's from a parallel universe. Just can't think of it at the moment. So that's the sword right there. The crossbow comes with green arrow. I think that would be a little difficult to draw. And just various other objects. And let me show you what this is. This came with this guy, this axe. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw it, and we're going to learn together. Hang on. Hey guys, we are back. Alright, so the first step is when you take it out of the package, you want to charge it. And it comes with this tiny little charger. You're going to need a USB adapter. And that's what it looks like. It's very short. Little charger. And once it's charged, the light's going to turn green. It's going to be flashing as it charges. And once that's charged, you're going to turn the on button. It's going to start flashing. Actually, the switch is the on and off, so you want to put this in the on button, the on spot. And it's still flashing. And that's the port where it charges. Just put the USB connector in there. And once that turns green, you would hit this big green button here, and this little one controls the speed. This is the speed control right here. While we're waiting, let me show you the face of it. So the filament is going to come out of here, and it's going to enter back here. The instructions specify, now this is important, you don't pull it out, you just cut it like I did there. So the hammer is that same color, right? So that's what that's going to look like. Alright, so the light just turned green, so we're ready to draw. So the second I press this, it's going to start shooting out. So I'm going to, alright, and I'm tracing the sword. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the handle brown. I'm going to try to give it some kind of thickness so the figure can hold on to it. Alright, I think it's running low on filament, and I think it's out. So that's the end of that. So as you can see, I got it so far on the paper. That's the handle for it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a different color, let's say orange, right? So as I said, that is out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to load it again. So you put it through the back here, You don't take it out, you just push it forward. As shown. And now I am ready to draw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this button, and again, the second I press this button, it's going to come shooting out. So you want to make sure you're ready for tracing. I'm a right-handed person, so drawing with my left is a little challenging, but I don't want to get in the shot in the way in this video. So it's just charging. Alright, this is a new piece, so what it is, it's probably heating it up because it comes out hard plastic and then it shoots out soft. So let's just give it a minute. I'm letting it go so you guys can see how long it takes. So when it starts shooting out, there's going to be a little bit of the brown that's left, most likely, before the color changes to orange. And that's because you want to keep that tiny little piece in there, and you don't pull it out from the back. You just cut it and let it shoot out the front. Alright, it's not there yet. Should be there in a few seconds. Still waiting. It's gonna come shooting out. And it comes out soft plastic, so you could probably cut any excess around, make it look a little better. And you can keep drawing it to give it some good thickness. It's taking a little longer than I thought to... There we go. It wasn't pulled in all the way. That's why it was taking a little bit longer. I do apologize. And now it is going to come shooting out. Here we go. So, as I said, it'll keep coming out brown. Just how much brown comes out before it turns orange depends how much was still in there. I was hoping to make the blade as orange as possible, but I think it's, yep, here we go. Here's the orange. You guys should be able to see that in the video. Alright, so I'm going to hit the button and it's going to stop pouring out. I'm going to wait a few seconds. And what I like about this is that even though it heated up, it's not hot. You can touch it right away. It's safe for kids. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully pull this off the paper. Ooh. Okay, well that didn't happen with the hammer. Let's... did get stuck in a few places. So that's my very poorly job of drawing a sword blade. And it's bendy, it's not really well done. But this was my first time, and I'm sure the second time I'll do a much better job. But this is how it comes out. Purpose was just to demonstrate, it wasn't to make it perfect. So as you can see, the handle and the sword blade, and you could probably cut it around there to make it thinner. You can cut it here to show the tips. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. So that could be the tip. And let's see, I'll use Sinestro. I'll put the sword right in his hand. Now the handle did come out a little flat, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to curl it. Keeps popping out. Okay, here we go. Alright, it doesn't look that bad. Kind of. Well, it does. But there you go. So that's the sword, and just for a size comparison. Yeah, that does look kind of bad, but the handle came out pretty decently. Alright, for the next one, I'm going to stick with easy. I'm not even going to attempt the crossbow. Alright, I'm sorry about that. So, as I said before, you don't want to pull it out, you want to cut it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to cut this. So it's cut, there's a little bit more in there. So the next time I start, it's going to shoot out orange. And I think the next object I want to try, I'm not going to try another blade. I'm a little afraid to after that great job I just did with the sword. So what I'm going to draw is this object here. This little device this figure comes with. And I'm doing these smaller figures because their hands have a nice good grip, and the larger figures would require the use of more of the filament, more plastic. So I think for the next one, I'm going to go with green because I want to put a construct in Green Lantern's hand. That's Hal Jordan. Alright, so first thing is I'm going to hit the button, it's going to flash, and when it turns green, it's going to be ready. Alright. Hit the speed. There we go. Alright. So. And it's going to run out soon. At which point I will change it to green. I think that ran out. So now I'm going to change it to green. And as I've been showing you guys, it fits in right here through the back. Going to put it all the way in. Make sure to press on it. I'm going to hit the button. You're going to hear the motor, and it's going to start. And it was shooting out as I was not ready for it. Okay, here we go. Now it's shooting out green. I think it already looks better than the sword. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put a little more depth into it because you want Green Lantern to hold on to it to fight Sinestro. This particular Green Lantern figure didn't come with an accessory, so this is going to be good. Alright, now I'm going to stop it. I clicked on the green button, big green button, right there. I'm going to give it a few seconds, and then I'm going to very carefully move this. Okay. So now I'm going to peel this off, and I'm going to cut off that excess. Ooh. So, alright, so there's a look at that. I'm going to cut off this excess piece that you don't need. Just like that. So let's take a look at the original object and this new one. Obviously, it's not going to come out like this. I could have kept making it thicker. So, here is Green Lantern. And I'm going to put it in this hand here. Okay, so there is Green Lantern holding his new construct that I somewhat poorly made, but we're focused on the shape, not the professional design of it. And all this can just came off on its own. This part here, this should peel right off. It's really good that the paper doesn't rip off with it, even if the pieces are a little hard to get off. I like that about this. And this little red piece up here is still on. So together we're going to do one more and then a final thought. Hang on, guys. Alright guys, so again, to take this off, I'm going to cut it. So now this is no longer connected, and I think for the crossbow, I might use this color here. These twist ties have to come off, so I'm going to do that. Hang on. Alright, and we are back. This was the original crossbow that I traced. Came with Imaginext Green Arrow. And now I'm going to at least try to do one that's purple. There's still a little bit left in the green, so what I'm going to do is start tracing it. I think it turned itself off. it turns itself off to save power. So as you can see, it's blinking. So we're going to wait. And I haven't attached the purple yet because there's still a little green in there. Just gotta move this away. And it's probably not gonna come out perfect. I'm still new at this. But you will get the idea of at least of the shape. I think the crossbow is going to be a little tough, but we'll see. I don't want to try another blade again just yet. There we go. All right. So now that the light is green, I'm going to, that's what it looks like, it's green. I'm going to hit the big green button, and then you're going to hear the motor, and it's going to be ready. So I am having a little bit of trouble, only because I'm doing this left-handed and I am right-handed. Okay. And it's stopped because it's out of green. So I turned it off. Now I'm going to insert the purple. I'm going to pull it all the way through. Alright, so I put it all the way through. I tapped it again. Now it's going to shoot out the rest of the green, and then it's going to change the purple. So here we go. All right. So you continue to trace it. It hasn't turned purple yet. It's still shooting out the green. Oh, here we go. Spoke too soon. Now it's changing purple. And honestly, I don't think you guys can even make this too thick. I think it mostly stays flat. Might be able to get a little bit more thickness depending on how you do it. But a large object like this crossbow, I hit the button by accident. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this shoot out a little faster. So the shape is not coming out that bad. I'm doing a slightly better job with this. Getting the center. Go a little bit more over here, and then I'm going to stop it. Just going to fill this out a little bit better. And over here. it's not perfect, but not shooting for perfect. Okay. I stopped it. And again, I'm not going to pull it out. I'm going to cut it. And now I'm going to carefully peel it. I did do a pretty good job on the shape. Alright, it peels off very nicely, but I like to be careful. There we go. All right. So what you have here is the shape of the crossbow as shown. So that's the new one. That's the original. The shape is pretty good. Again, it's not perfect, but not shooting for perfect. We're just demonstrating how it works, what it can do. So I'm going to turn this over. This excess stuff can be pulled off, can be cut. So now I'm going to put it in Green Lantern's hand. Might have to be bent a little bit so it would fit, since it's flat and not really thick. Oops. It's not really working too well for him. Might have to be a little thicker to fit in his hand, but you guys get the idea. Let me try up here. It's a little disappointing it doesn't. No, this is not going to work. Okay, but you get the idea. So that's what it looks like. Here's again the original. I'm just gonna put it on top. So if you try it, you might want to make it a little bit thicker. I just wanted to save some material. And again, here's a look at the shapes. I've got still a little bit left on there. Different accessories, didn't try everything. So here's a look at the 3D pen. I'm going to turn it off. That's the off switch there. I would definitely recommend it, you know, now that we're all still in quarantine. People are looking for things to do, things to try. I would definitely recommend it. It's great for kids. It's great for young adults. Gives them something to do. $49.99. And see link below of where to buy. Below the video if you're on YouTube and on toyhypeusa.com. Again, I would like to thank Oaxis for sending this along. Oaxis, excuse me. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe.